Saudi security forces on Saturday clashed with thousands of migrant workers protesting a new labor law. 2 people were killed and nearly 70 others were injured after police opened fire to disperse protesters in the neighborhood south of the capital, Riyadh. More than 500 protesters were also detained. The crackdown is part of Riyadh's plans to create jobs for Saudi nationals by reducing the number of foreign workers, who total some 9 million people. Joining us now from New York is Nasir Al-Omari. He's a writer and political commentator. Many thanks for joining us here on Press TV. Now, Saudi Arabia's labor laws are now being called into question as it tries to create jobs for its own nationals on its soil. Do you think this law and the way these migrant workers are now being dealt with 3 deaths already, is the solution to Saudi Arabia's problems?
Has nothing to do with finding jobs for Saudi nationals. The kind of jobs that the Ethiopian workers and other laborers do for the Saudis are not the kind of jobs that the Saudi government would want to give to Saudis, nor would Saudis want to have these jobs. This is a pattern of human rights violations that has been condemned repeatedly. There's basically disregard and disrespect for the rights of these people to be treated fairly. Even if they are to be deported, they are to be deported using a more humane way. They could be given warnings, but this has nothing to do. With finding jobs for Saudis. This is just a continuation of disregard for human rights.
Indeed, it does come back down to the overall human rights situation within Saudi Arabia. It seems the Saudi regime will go through any lengths and put minorities, specifically like migrant workers, we've seen what's happening in Qatif, in danger, and brutally cracking down on them just to make sure that the regime is sustained and its grip on power. Wouldn't you agree?
I do agree, and I think it's a sign of frustration with the mounting pressure on the Saudi royal family to deal with the deteriorating situation that the Saudi people are going through. There are no jobs. There are a lot of young people who look for opportunity and they can't find it. So they want to create a situation where they want to show that they're doing something about the poor economy, which unfortunately is poor despite the fact that Saudi Arabia is one of the richest countries in the world. This is, and also I want to add that the kind of jobs that these laborers do are actually good for the economy. At a time, the Saudis are looking for opportunities, looking to create a better infrastructure. The last thing that the Saudis want to have is to pay more for labor that comes from South Asia and from Africa and other countries. So this is bad economics and bad policy.
Okay, Nasir Al-Omari, writer and political commentator there, joining us from New York. It's always a pleasure having you with us here on Press TV.
Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia continues its brutal crackdown on undocumented migrant workers. The crackdown is seemingly aimed at eradicating the kingdom's high unemployment rate. Thousands of foreign workers are on the run as security agents of the world's top oil exporter begin to raid businesses, markets, and residential areas in an effort to arrest migrants. Take a look at this story.
كم واحد تعال خلاص مش هتغيبها خلاص 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 جيب دورية جيب دورية جيب دورية كم واحد انت كم واحد خلاص خلاص خلاص
Saudis don't want foreigners. They want us to leave. They don't want any foreigners.
CNN, where are you?